every week, I like to bring in special guests to talk about different topics to help individuals reach their health and wellness goal. And for me, when it comes to health and wellness, it's just not just the diet or the exercises. It has to do with the mental, how we think internally to get the result that we want. So today I have a special guest. Her name is Tina Graham, and she's a relationship coach. Also, what I really liked was when I asked you, you said, I'm a relationship coach, not only with the external, but also the relationship. How do we think about ourselves internally? So thank you for being here. I'm so happy to
Thank you
have
for
you.
having me.
And so
Thank
tell
you.
me a little bit about what you do.
Okay. Well, I am a certified performance and relationship coach. I do health and wellness coaching as well as business coaching and lifestyle coaching, relationship coaching. I've been doing it since 2001. And when I talk to clients about relationship coaching, a lot of times they think it might be a relationship with a coworker or a spouse or a boyfriend or a sister or brother, that kind of thing. And I really like to start with the relationship we have with ourselves. And the relationship we have with ourselves can be fairly complex. Sometimes we have ourselves, we have a relationship with food, we have a relationship with our thoughts and our beliefs, and that's all involved in who we are, our values, our purpose, our intentions, all that sort of thing. So, yeah, thank you for asking.
Interesting. And when you talk about the relationship with ourselves, I was always taught about there's so many diet and exercises program, and to me is what does it mean to be someone that's fit and that's healthy? Because once you realize what it means for you to be, then you can have a relationship with yourself to really reach your goal. So I think that's really interesting.
Yes, a lot of clients that have goals for weight loss or healthier diets or becoming stronger and more fit. And when it comes to food and eating and diets, there are a lot of diets out there. And as we know, the people that wrote these books or created these programs, the diet worked wonderfully for them. But everybody's physiology and metabolism and genetics and heritage and all that stuff, it's all unique. And how so what I coach my clients to do is when they're sitting down for a meal, to be very conscious of every bite that they take, be very purposeful and intentional, and visualize when they're eating, and imagine and visualize what each bite is contributing to their body, where this is going, and to be very grateful and thankful for each one, and acknowledge the nourishment and being grateful for each bite and enjoying the flavors of it. And when you're eating each bite very consciously, there's no way you're going to overeat if you're truly conscious and purposeful in it. And it's not about avoiding certain things that are maybe a little bit higher on the carb side or that. It's about being, if you enjoy some of the macaroni and cheese or something like that, allow yourself a few bites of that. But do you want to have a huge big bowl of it? Is that really what you need to satisfy your body? And most people, when they are well, actually everybody that I know of that's experienced this, when they are eating consciously, there's a huge satisfaction. And when you're going through the process of being grateful for each bite, if you're eating too much of the unhealthy stuff, you can't truly be grateful for that and visualize your ideal body. And that's one of the things that I suggest is your ideal body. And you're not going to necessarily be Tom Cruise or Brad Pitt, so be careful about who you're wanting to visualize yourself as, because it needs to be your ideal body, realistically, and sometimes with a little bit of stretch, because a lot of us don't realize our potential.
And I hear a couple of things. I hear visualization of the body that you want. I think that's important. The second thing I hear is being consciously aware of what you're eating, because to me, right, once we learn how to do something, it becomes unconscious, right? Yes. And how many times have we experienced where we eat things that we're unconsciously aware of, especially with the holidays coming up, right? We're sitting there and enjoying our meal, having the company of our families and friends, and we go through a process of what I call unconscious eating. So what you share is now it's just rather being unconscious eating. How do you begin to focus on that? So that really resonated with me.
Yes, and beginning to focus, it seems a lot to take on for some clients. So I suggest that they take it on with one meal, um, and to continue this practice for a minimum of 30 days, and just be conscious of it. And then just notice at the end of 30 days what's shifted for you, what's changed, even after a week. Um, and when clients start to do it at one meal, they realize that they're being conscious during other meals because it starts to become a habit. And as as you know, it takes a minimum of 21 days for us to shift the neurological pathways and create new habits for ourselves that are just automatic. So, it's interesting because as clients do this, it's that they'll report, well, I was just going to do it at lunch, and then I noticed I was eating dinner, and I was conscious. And I was doing it unconsciously, and then I noticed what I was doing, and so that's what it's all about, is just taking the first steps, and then it starts to come.
Right. I think that's such a powerful advice. And also, here's if people are watching and they need coaching, how do they get in touch with you?
They can reach me by phone,
Okay.
310-612-2078, or they can email me, Tina, at onecreative360.com,
Okay.
and that's the number one, the word creative360.com,
Okay.
and my website is onecreative360.com.
Okay. And also, I will link her website on my website. And if you're here in Southern California, also, do you do coaching? If people are watching and they're not here in Southern California and they're back east, or can you do coaching over the phone?
Absolutely. I have clients in Florida, New Mexico, Minnesota, all over the United States. So absolutely.
Excellent. Thank you so much for being here. And
My
the tip
pleasure.
that I get from the interview today is really, one is visualize, and the second is being conscious of what you eat. And I think that really resonates because when you're consciously aware of what you do,
Mm-hmm.
then you can have, to me, you can have the health and wellness that you deserve. So thank you so much for being here. I
My
really
pleasure.
appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
Bye.